the pond dug out. I've got some root barrier over here, and the back side of the berm is dug out, so the underlayment and liner is going to fold over that, and then dirt's going to be pushed back on top, and then dirt up on top of the liner to hide it. In theory, I'm just winging it, so we'll see. And we got our shipment of our pond kit in, and now we're going to unbox it. Alright, so here's the kit. We got 4 10 by 50 underlayment sections. Looks to be about maybe 50 feet, maybe 100-foot hose. 2 of these. These fittings are just sitting in the box. We got 2, if I can turn around, 2 UV light systems that go in the skimmer. Here's the skimmer faceplate. Some PVC glue, rock lights, and some starter bacteria. This big roll is the 40 by 50 liner, and then there's 2 skimmer filter setups. Two 5,200 gallon per hour pumps, aeration kit, and the Waterfall filters, 2 of them. Alright, so we're digging in here. This is the Waterfall setup here. Right now I'm working on, you had to reach down in the bottom and poke this through, and then tighten this collar around. I'll show you what it looks like. It's this steel here. You see it's got a gasket there. Tightens up. And then there's a bottom drain kit you can use. I'm not using it, so I'm just using a cap in the bottom of this. And then the pipe will come from the water pump and will pump into here. There's a plumbing piece, 90 degrees. It goes in, so the water goes down there, fills up, goes through the biofilter stuff there, and then goes out the Waterfall, and then that'll push the water from there back to the skimmers. I'll show you the skimmer install so far. This is a dual skimmer kit. So I dug the hole down, got it close to level, and then checked it with the laser level. And then now we're filled up on the sides to lock it in. And see that, well, it's kind of hard to see on the camera. Kind of see that orange line there, that's spray paint. That's my water level line, so I've got the water level about 1 inch down from the top of the skimmer. So once everything's all done, the liner will get glued and screwed into the faceplate. So that one's set up just like this one is. And we'll fill more dirt around the edge there, so it's all flush. So next thing I'm going to be putting in is the Waterfall. I'm going to be putting them in up here. This wall right here of pallets, so my liner ended up being a little short, so I brought the liner back and made a wall and brought more dirt in. Now I'm going to backfill behind it and just shorten the pond a little bit instead of trying to take the excess liner and worrying about gluing the seam and then worrying about that leaking possibly. I'd rather just keep it all one liner piece. Eliminate the possibilities of leaks there. So it's not a huge deal. I got 18 tons of dirt brought in, and we're gonna go work on putting the Waterfall pieces in. So these Waterfalls are set up so you could make like a little rock garden waterfall, like raised, whatever height you want up there. Mine's just gonna be like pretty much level with the water there and just dump in. I'm just using them to create a little bit more aeration and push the water this way towards the skimmers. So it'll be a waterfall there and a waterfall there. Then we'll connect them with the black pipe. And then once we get all that plumbing done and the face plates fastened with a liner, then we'll go over the pump assembly and get all that done. Hopefully we can get some water in this thing this week. All right, pond update. Working on some of the plumbing now. We got the collar, lock nut here, the backing bulkhead and gasket, and a 90-degree elbow. So you get your 90 O-ring on the inside of the fixture, bulkhead, lock nut, and then once you have this in there, make sure you Teflon tape your white PVC fittings. Once this is in there, you will put this into here, and then your black pipe will slide onto or slide into this fixture. Now, the kit, everything in the bag came with a 1.5, but because my kit takes a 2-inch pipe, they gave me, I didn't realize, I had to call them and they told me there should be these pieces that's 1.5 to 2-inch. So your kit might, have a bigger pipe diameter and might need some adapters, and they should be included with it. Just might not be in the regular bag. So this is going into the waterfall feature. So your water pump will be pumping water into your inlet here, and then being shot down into the bottom of the waterfall, and then it'll go through this spring media and then through this filter and then out the waterfall. So that's that. Also in the bottom of my waterfall, there's a discharge option. I didn't use that, so I put in the bulkhead with a locking nut and a plug. It's just a cap off plug. So I got my pipe run, got 2 waterfalls, 2 skimmer pumps. I used Teflon tape on the pump threads and screwed this fixture here that was already put together from the kit, and just screwed it on. You want to screw it so the orientation is shooting out the way you want it to go. It can either go this way or out that way. I need to go to Lowe's and get me a 2 3. It's already marked on here. You just need to get the bit. I need to get a 2 3/8, so this black hose will go through there, and it'll go through this hole that's made into here, and you'll tighten your clamps. And then your pipes will go into the back of these waterfalls, into those other fittings we just talked about. It'll go into the 2-inch or 1.5, depending on what you have, and then shoot down that 90 into the bottom of the waterfall and then out the waterfall. But it's pretty straightforward. Like I said, you can either go in this way, or the markings are on that side too. Got 2 separate pipes for the 2 different skimmers. Once we get all the plumbing done and get the pipes a little bit deeper in the ground, I've got a guy coming who does pools, and he's going to help me with fastening the liner to the face plates here, and then up to the water weirs. So that's where I'm at now. I had to shorten the pond because my liner fell short. I was a little bit deeper that way, so that was fun. Put some pallets up, thought that would hold up my wall, and then the wall, caved in. So I am very eager to get this done and get some water in here to get some water pressure up there, and really want to be done with this project because it's taking a lot longer than I anticipated, but it's coming. We'll get her done. these waterfalls over here, you can set those as high or what. You don't want to have them below. I don't really think it's gonna matter, but I don't think you want to have them below the water line at all. I have mine just above, and what a lot of people use these fall fixtures is they'll put them like up in like a secondary area and pack rocks and stuff all around it and make like a, you know, little waterfall back into the pond. But I'm just going for a real simple, it's just gonna be nice grass pond and then a fountain in the center eventually. Just grass all the way around. I'm not doing all the crazy rocks and stuff. I know that's some people's goal, but I'm just looking for a simple, clean look. So hopefully we'll get there. But that's where I'm at now. And all right, so we've got the pipe run. Got 2 of them coming around to 2 waterfalls. Got your 90 degrees. Your O-rings on the inside. Locking collar, or locking nut on the outside. And then you screw the male to female. This is a 1.5 to 2 inch adapter. 2-inch pipe. I primed it and then put PVC cement around it and glued it in. Same thing over there. We're gonna let that sit a while, and then we'll come back in here and kind of get the dirt under and place the pipe how we need it. So now we're ready to go over there and work on getting the plumbing into the skimmer boxes.
Is that enough?
You gotta do the whole thing.
All the way up? It was slowing down.
Yeah, I said it once it gets to the top, you just shove it down more.
That's a cool thing. I think that's good.
This says to do the whole roll.
In one?
Yeah.
Oh, it's one.
Should be almost out.
Yeah. Woo!
And then this filter goes on top. Like so. That's it.